Okay, what's up guys? So I haven't posted a YouTube video in a very long time. I do apologize, that is my bad. Right now I have been getting ready for Atlantic States, which is June 4th. I would be a little under 2 weeks out right now, and I just want to make this video and talk about why I will not be competing this year, because there are many reasons why, and I think a lot of people aren't aware of what really goes down behind the scenes of a bodybuilding competition. So I don't want to call this like an exposing video, but I just want to make people aware more so of just exactly what it takes to get to that kind of leanness and why I don't think it's worth it for me at the moment to compete. And yeah, let's do this. First, let's start with what I think is pretty important, which is like my physical health during this prep. I was almost hospitalized like 2.5 weeks ago. I had absolutely no sensation in my right hand for about 4 to 5 days straight. If I like went to open up a water bottle cap, like I could barely do that. That's how bad it was. And like I got into bodybuilding to be strong and feel strong, so I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like I can't even open a water bottle. Like you just get so useless and like you can't even do anything, and it's just like such a terrible feeling, especially when you're an athlete, to feel so handicapped like that. So I was almost hospitalized. I don't know what was wrong with me, honestly, because I never was actually hospitalized, but my right hand was numb for a very extended period of time. Also, I was developing breathing problems, so like I would notice that like I would have a hard time catching my breath a lot. That being said, I did suffer of asthma when I was younger, but I grew out of it. So at first I was just like, oh, maybe it's my asthma or something, but definitely not. It would be like every hour or so I'd find myself like having trouble breathing in general. Like it'd be very shallow, like the actual breaths, like they weren't quality. Like I felt like I was like just not breathing. Like it was just like very short and absolutely no, like there was no passageway into my lungs. It was like almost like blocked. So truthfully, like I do think that there was a possibility that I had like a clot or something, because like all of these factors combined, those are kind of the telltale signs. If you guys have any ideas of what it could have been, you can like comment below. But those were like the symptoms I was experiencing, and it was really frightening. Next, mental health. During like I've been doing this bodybuilding lifestyle, but like hardcore competitive lifestyle since I was 17. I never really just took like a break in the sense where I didn't track my meals or not weigh anything. Like I've been weighing everything, tracking my meals, doing all of it for like 4 years now straight, and I'm not complaining about it, but in the same respect, like it has made me miss out on some things that I think are pretty important for like a young person to enjoy and experience. So I just was thinking about that and like the pros and cons, and like, you know, is it worth it for me at the moment? And that was something that definitely I realized, you know, I was like, I'm missing out on some pretty crucial parts of my life while I am a 20-year-old, because I want to step on stage for not even 2 minutes, you know, and then like that's it for the rest. Like, you know, you get ready for it all year round for like a minute on stage. It just seemed kind of absurd to me. And then also like I was just burning out and starting to like dread to even go train. And like if anyone knows me in real life, like I love to train really intense, really hard. Training is like my favorite part of it all, and I was just starting to like not even like that, which is like telltale sign I was burning out pretty bad. And I just don't want to be like that. I think in the long run, if I want longevity in this sport, like I should take a step back, because if I pushed myself to do this show, I definitely would have burnt out, and like what's the good in that in the long run, you know? And like that's like something a lot of people don't realize about competitors. A lot of competitors will compete for 2 to 3 years, go really hard, and then just totally burn out and just drop bodybuilding altogether, and then go the totally opposite route, and it's just so unhealthy, and I don't like want to do that myself. So I was being like proactive about it and taking a step back now. Also, realistically, at barely 20 years old, I'm competing against people with 4 to 5 years on me, and competing is very expensive. Like all these young people, they compete 3 to 4 times a year. They're broke, you know, they have no social life because they're getting ready for shows, and then they're not even winning. So like, what's the point? You know, it's like all ego if you really think about it. Like they're like, oh, I'm hardworking, blah blah blah, but like, it's like you're working stupid, you're not working smart, you know, like, and you're not even making money out of it. So I just don't think it's worth it. Like I'd rather, you know, continue bodybuilding, training to my maximum capacity, growing, because I still have a lot of growing to do, but then also like financially work on myself and be in a position where I can compete very comfortably and not have to worry about any expenses and stuff like that. Also, like if you look at specific bodybuilders like Hunter Labrada, I'll always bring him up. His dad is famously Labrada, and he told him not to compete until he was like in his mid-20s because it's a waste of time, you know. And like you're missing, like at my age, this is like the perfect opportunity to grow because my metabolism's really fast, I recover really fast, so I should just focus on building my physique up before I try and shred down. Like we all know I can shred down, that's not my issue, but if I realistically want to win these shows in 212, I need a lot more size. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this video pretty short, but I just wanted to like touch upon these things because I don't think a lot of competitors are willing to admit certain things. Another thing is like I didn't go out for dinner with my mom for over a year, and like that's just disgusting to me. So like I need to like, and like, or like if I want to visit my grandparents in Romania, like, you know, like my grandpa's very old. Bottom line, guys, is there's more to life than just competing. At the end of the day, this sounds really like really brutal, but like no one gives a fuck if you're shredded other than if you're on Instagram or on a stage, and like you're on a stage for like 2 seconds. And those that do care, probably you might want to reevaluate your relationships with them, because like again, there's more to life than prep. There's more to life than just being shredded. Like yeah, it's cool, like push yourself, like I do it, I love doing it, but at one point my physical health was really like in danger, so like I needed to take a step back, and I need to focus on more balance in my life right now. I'm not going to stop bodybuilding. Like I'm still training, I'm still eating, I'm definitely still eating. And yeah, so I know you guys won't care, but I just want to make this video quickly. I'm going to be posting again on YouTube. That's another thing I just didn't have time because I'm a full-time college student. I was prepping, I have my clients, I didn't have time to literally sit down and make a YouTube video, even if it took 10 minutes. I just didn't have that time. So this summer I definitely want to focus on bringing my YouTube back, focusing on building my coaching company more. I have a couple other things. With Gymshark, we just made a project. It's going to come out mid-June. It's going to be really good. So a lot of new opportunities and doors have opened since I decided not to compete. I've just kept it very on the down low, and I think that just goes to show that I made the right decision. And yeah, that's really it. Like this is not like I'm not like giving up on competing or bodybuilding. Like I'm gonna compete, but I'm gonna wait like a couple of years or so until like I know I'm gonna step on stage and just like do amazing, you know, and I'll be in a better place mentally for it, physically for it, financially for it. And like I'm not broke, but like I wanna. Competing's really expensive, and like I think I'd rather be a little older and more like financially mature, you know. So yeah, there's more than life than competing and being shredded, especially at 20 years old. If you're a 20-year-old or a very young person, you want to compete, power to you. I did it. It's definitely gonna make you a better person and more disciplined, but just remember, ask yourself why you're doing it, first off, and is it really worth it for you now? And I'm gonna leave it there because there's a lot of health risks that go into bodybuilding, and I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of that. And also the mental risks, you know, like make sure you're in a good mental spot because it's very easy to develop really bad relationships with food and like yourself and your body. So just keep those in mind before you decide to compete. And I will not be competing in Classic Physique at Atlantics this year. I don't regret it. I got really shredded for Gymshark project that you guys will be seeing next month. And I look great for the summer, I'm ready. And I definitely grew into this prep, and I'm gonna, you know, push to keep growing, and that's my plan for now. Actually, right now, my coach and I talked, and he's giving me a breather so June 4th was supposed to be my show. I'm gonna take a breather on not when I say the bodybuilding lifestyle, I mean like I'm just eating what I want when I want, as long as I get my protein in and I'm training and doing my cardio. And then we will go back to a more strict regimen after June 4th. But I'm doing this for myself because I need to. So that's it. Alright guys, I'm back on YouTube. We're gonna have a lot of good videos. I say we because you'll see why. This was a more serious video, I apologize. But definitely a lot of fun videos to come. And thank you for sticking around and supporting me. That's it. Alright, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe. My Instagram is AlexTlinko. Glad to be back, and that's it.